Alright, welcome to the first ever blog episode that I've done. And we're going to do a bunch of stuff in this episode. It's Australia Day weekend. We're going to do some mods on the Jeep. We're going to go test them out. And while we're on the farm testing out those new Jeep mods, we're going to do some shooting practice with a Wedgetail MPR. So stay tuned for that. We are going to be giving the Jeep some love. If you've been following the channel, you would have seen the MUX has been getting a fair bit of love. All the new installs and all the new stuff's been going on that car. But let's not forget about the OG Jeep. We're actually fitting a new Pioneer platform, which is in that big box over there. And you're probably thinking, Woody, why are you fitting a new Pioneer platform? You've got a Pioneer platform. You know, it's up there. It's got the awning, solar panels, max track, shuffle, you know, but the usual things. Well, there's a couple of reasons. The new gen platform is better. It's a stronger design. It's got the hidden channels for cabling and that sort of thing, which is great. But that alone, I don't know if it's worth the effort of ripping everything off and starting again. But it's a slightly wider platform, and that is to fit something that's really exciting, something that I've never done before on the Jeep. And you're gonna have to stay tuned to find out what that thing is. But stage one is getting all the accessories off, getting that platform off, getting the new platform on. Let's hit it. Oh, we're losing the battle with the weather. It's pouring rain. I got a bit wet, but I got all the accessories off the roof rack. So all that's left now to do is undo 4 bolts and the old platform comes off. Making progress. And it's finally arrived. Have a look at that. That is the new liner rack hard shell rooftop tent. Absolutely love that finish on there. I love that subtle liner rack logo. That is a very nice touch. It's almost a shame because I use solar obviously, and the solar does have to go on the rooftop tent. It has an integrated rail system, so we can use the Swift lock nuts to lock in to that channel there. So I'm just setting some aluminium angle now. I got some black aluminium angle from Bunnings. I'm setting that at the right width now, and then I'll be matching my solar panels on there. So unfortunately covering up that cool logo, but it's just what you got to do sometimes. More Swift lock goodness. Just drop these in anywhere in the channel. You'd have to find an opening, then you just twist, lock them up. Fitted the Anderson plug there. And I fitted an Anderson plug on the car side too, so once the tent's on, I'll be able to just connect those together and that'll be working straight away. It's also nice to have a way to like rapidly disconnect the solar panels, just in case. I've got a friend on the way to give me a hand lifting it onto the roof. Alright, special thanks to Maddie who came and helped me get it on. It was actually not too bad of a lift. We just put it on the horses and then just squatted it and then press up and it went straight on. It was not bad at all. And then it was just a case of sliding the brackets over, bolting them on, and it's up there. And there's a perfect amount of space for the max tracks on the front. This thing is unreal. Now is the time to get out there and do a test open. So stay tuned for that. Today's rifle practice is just pretty much in an open paddock, so I'm pretty stoked to have the accurate target gear, stakes and hangers, real simple, just hammer it in and then start ringing some steel. So I'm just going to walk one about 100 paces out and then one a little bit further than that, and nothing too scientific, and then we're just going to start practicing with the MPR Mini and the 308 as well. Target's all set up, just doing some practice with the MPR Mini with the micro 1x prism optic and of course the 50 grain Fiocchi EPN. I think I've got a target approximately at 75 and then maybe 100 to 125 on the further one. Nothing too scientific, just practicing, switching between some variable distances just to keep my skills up as much as possible. And then we're going to break out the 308, which has the Pulsar Thermion 60 on it. And hopefully those targets have been in the sun long enough and warmed up. Anyway, let's hit it. Not too bad. Well, it's going really well. Got about 50 rounds downrange in the MPR Mini again, so it's almost boringly repeatable. It seems to hit the targets really well, even with that 1x optic. Although I do have news of a variable prism coming soon, so I'm eager to get my hands on that. But it's a pretty good Australia Day long weekend so far. I'm about to break out the 308 with the Pulsar Thermion on it. If you saw my first impressions video on it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. But I've been learning a few things, and I've learned how to connect the app and start feeding it some ballistics and that sort of thing. So I'm going to get that out now, get the app open. And start playing with the laser too, the laser rangefinder. So let's do that now. So check this out. I've got the Stream Vision app open, and I'm just pointing the gun down range like randomly, but you can see everything that I can see through the scope. That's pretty cool, and I can modify some of the settings, like I can change the reticle and the type of reticle and the color of the reticle, even the color of the center dot is customizable. It's pretty cool. And then I'm going to start playing with the laser as well. And of course, being an electroscope from Pulsar, I can record through the device, so I'll be able to show you on screen now exactly what I'm looking at. And I'm going to just laser those targets, and then I'll know exactly how far away they are. And then I'm going to engage them with the 308 and just start practicing with this scope so I get a bit more proficient at it. And each time I learn new things about the scope, every time I use it I just learn something new and just blows my mind over and over again. So let's get into it. So the laser's pretty cool. So essentially I just tap the laser button while looking at a target. It brings up a little window so I can be sure what I'm pointing at. Oops. And if I tap it again, it shines a laser. 83 meters for the near target. Tap it again. 127 for the far target. That's pretty cool. So I'm going to put some hearing protection on and we're going to start shooting. So, Fiocchi 150 grains. Was it EPN or LRN? EPN, so some good killing bullets there. Yeah, just let it roll. That's how the magic happens. I just let it roll.
Will they know we're here?
Hey?
Will they know we're here if we talk? Is that alright?
Yeah, it's fine. It's not
Yeah, that's my family.
That's my fan bam.
You should actually say that.
Yeah. We never get a mention.
Yeah, we don't.
I'm here with my beautiful wife and awesome son Levi, who are very supportive of me making these videos. So thanks for watching them. That looks pretty good, eh?
Yep, that looks awesome.
Levi's watching through the Stream Vision app on my phone. Oh, I missed.
That's good.
There we go.
So you're just alternating between the two?
Yeah. There we go. 10 rounds done. Gun's safe and clear. So that's super clear image on the thermal 60. The 60mm objective is just, the resolution's unreal. The quality of the image on that little screen, there'd be no mistaken targets. You know, when in the early thermal days, you'd be like, is that cow, is it a deer? You don't know, especially at a distance. But your PID on the targets and whatever you're looking at is going to be spot on. So there'll be no excuses for shooting the farmer's cows. That's pretty cool. The laser function's really cool. Tap it once to bring up the little focus window. Tap it again to laze. Move to another target. Tap it again to laze.
Swing the camera around.
Cows are coming to have a look. What are they doing?
Right. Chris, he's like walking.
Such a stubborn cow.
Cows, right? Look at this guy. He's literally walking onto the firing line right now.
I think he's deaf or something.
Come on, buddy. You're literally standing in front of my targets now. Anyway, I feel like I'm getting to the point where I'm very confident in this optic, and I look forward to doing a bit of hunting with it. And even in like daylight conditions, so it's 4:45, sunset's not for another 2 hours, so it's well and truly daylight. It's still distinguishing the heat differences between the grass and the steel gongs and that sort of thing. So, you know, saying the thermals are just for night vision, I think they're just as good at, you know, daytime as well. So I'm pretty stoked with this setup, the MPR 308 with the thermal on top. If you watch my first impressions video, you would see that I have my day scope also on these worn quick release mounts. So if I do want to go back to a day optic, it's just a quick release. And it should be, if I put them back, you know, on this relatively the same rail position, I shouldn't have to do too much fiddling with my zero. I should be able to swap between them and still be within, you know, a close enough zero for hunting at least. You know, this isn't, you know, precision rifle series, this is hunting, so yeah, it's going really well. Well, pretty awesome Australia Day weekend so far. We've done mods on the Jeep. We've opened up the tent for the first time. First impressions on that new Rhino Rack hard shell are awesome. That thing is way comfier than my last rooftop tent. That's looking pretty cool up there and super easy to set up even for my first go. I'm going to do a full review on that tent, so I won't get too far into it now. Got some photography done, we got some shooting practice done. What an awesome day. Let's pack it up and head home. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed a more bloggy style video, let me know in the comments. If it's rubbish, please also let me know in the comments, and I'll see what I can do about that. Thank you for watching. See you later.